Now to a News4JAX I-Team investigation. A top executive for Ascension St. Vincent's must testify at a deposition as the hospital defends itself against hundreds of medical malpractice lawsuits, focusing on a former orthopedic surgeon at their Riverside location. The suit contends the hospital allowed Dr. David Heekin to operate on patients for years, even as he was suffering from a progressive neurological condition that made him lose his balance and slur his speech, causing devastating injuries to patients and even the death of one woman. I-Team investigator Ann Maxwell has been following these developments.
Ascension St. Vincent's had been trying to protect the CEO from being compelled to give deposition testimony under a Florida law known as the Apex Doctrine, which protects top government officials and corporate executives from harassing and abusive depositions sought for no legitimate reason. A trial court judge previously ruled the Apex Doctrine doesn't apply to Ascension CEO in these cases, and now an appeals court has denied a request to review that ruling.
Denied. Ascension St. Vincent's has been blocked once again in its efforts to protect its president and CEO from testifying in lawsuits alleging negligence. In this appeal filed last December, they argued lower court judge Bruce Anderson incorrectly ruled that CEO Tom Van Osdol had unique personal knowledge of the issues being litigated. But now, the appeals court has denied their argument without explanation. Attorney Curtis Fallgetter, who is not affiliated with the cases, explains what this kind of per curiam response signifies.
Per curiam decision means don't agree with any of that. Judge Anderson was correct.
He says because of that decision, Van Osdol will have to testify in a deposition.
That's where the buck stops. No appeal can be taken to the Florida Supreme Court.
According to Ascension's website, Van Osdol was the top executive for Ascension's Florida and Gulf Coast ministry from 2017 until this year. The lawsuits focus on 2016 to 2020. Plaintiffs claim during that time, Dr. Heekin committed hundreds of medical errors because he was affected by a progressive neurological condition that led to diminished motor skills and cognitive ability, as well as angry outbursts, impaired judgment, gait disturbances, and slurred speech. In this affidavit filed under oath last year, Van Osdol said he wasn't involved in day-to-day operations, so he didn't have unique personal knowledge of issues involving Dr. Heekin. But Judge Anderson found Van Osdol received at least one complaint from a local orthopedic surgeon about a number of concerning and potentially very poor outcomes for patients of Dr. Heekin, including patients they said would need above-the-knee amputations. Plaintiffs said Van Osdol texted back he would put them in touch with their chief medical officer and that it was important to investigate. Judge Anderson found St. Vincent's never disclosed the existence of texts between Van Osdol and the chief medical officer, and that Van Osdol's sworn statement lacked candor and veracity. This year, Van Osdol became Ascension's Executive Vice President and Chief Mission Integration Officer. His bio says he provides strategic leadership to advance Ascension's Christian commitments, continuing the healing mission of Jesus Christ. Van Osdol also serves on the board of directors of JEA and until October was the chair of the Florida Hospital Association Board. Neither of those entities are involved in the litigation involving Dr. Heekin. St. Vincent's attorneys argued Van Osdol was too busy to give a deposition and that the plaintiffs had other ways to get information they needed rather than deposing the CEO. Fallgetter says when it comes to getting testimony from top executives, the courts must balance protecting leaders with the importance of their testimony.
He has unique knowledge because he is the CEO. The knowledge of the CEO is incredibly important. He's the only one with that knowledge. So, in my opinion, this appeal is doomed because of his unique position.
Court records show a deposition for Van Osdol has not yet been scheduled, and an attorney for Ascension St. Vincent's declined to comment tonight. In the studio, Ann Maxwell, Channel 4, the local station.